guys. Welcome back, Cotter. Welcome back, Salingers. There's a turkey on my thing. Hello, I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back with a vengeance. Back with a vengeance, ready to bring back my spice, ready to give it to you, ready to let it loose. How do you feel about them apples? No, it is not Mexico. We are back. The best time ever, you guys. We had a really, I didn't have the tune in my head, Sarah, but I was trying to. I had the best time. We had the best time. We did. Dan was like, "Are you going to talk about our makeout sessions?" So Dan, this one's for you. We made out like tongue. You know what I mean? I did it. I kissed him with tongue. You know how long it's been since I've done that? We made out. We had sex. We had touchy-feelies. We had everything. So it was fun. We had a good time. Good morning. I don't know how this day is going to be for me. I got a lot of shit to get accomplished. My back. Yeah, we got it on like Donkey Kong. We touched, we tongued. We only tongued one night though. No, it was during the day. It was during the day, y'all. I tongued during the day. It wasn't even at night in a fit of passion. By the time I was done, I day drunk. So I didn't drink at night for the most part. But no, we had a good time. Touchy feelies. I was tingly all over. I can say my tingles, let me tell you. I heard people heard you scream. Yeah, I know, I don't scream. I'm not a screamer, I'm very quiet. So I don't share my extravaganzas, my booms, my cannons, lights, fireworks. No, I'm very internalized. Ed did okay. Well, so here's the thing. Ed is alive. Number one, good thing. Number two, there were no falls. Great. And number three, I don't know. We worry. Like I need to fatten him up a little bit. I didn't see him yesterday. I saw him this morning. He walked out to go potty. Y'all, we don't know if he was up last night. I don't know. We don't know. We were both so tired that he came. So basically what happened was Mark showed up he showed up in the afternoon, hang out with the dogs, feed them and stuff because Jennifer was at work. And he stayed there, put Ed to bed so that way he could wake up. Mark had an appointment this morning. So that's why. So we don't know. We don't know. We don't know if he was up, but I can tell you, I didn't even hear the toilet flush. So if I was, normally I always hear the toilet flush. So maybe he was good. Maybe he was happy to be home. You know what I mean? Like maybe he was like, I'm home again. So I was thinking about that. I'm home. So I don't know. So I saw him this morning. I walked out. He walked out. He said, "Oh, good morning. Hi, Danielle. You live here now?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, that's good." I said, "I know." And he said, "All right, I'm going to pee." I said, "All right." So he went to pee and went back to bed. So I'm telling you guys, nothing was touched last night that I could see in the kitchen. He might have slept really well. I'm just saying. Buenos dias, mon frère chéri. So I'm thinking he did have a good night's sleep. I think he does. I think there's a sense of he probably doesn't remember, obviously, that we were gone, but there's a sense of comfort, right? Hi, Arnold. So, what's been going on? I haven't seen you guys in forever. What's going on? What you doing? How's it hanging? Did you survive without me alive? Did you survive? Y'all are back, so yes. Hi, morning wood. Morning. Iceman, well, hello. Thanks for the wood. So anywho, great trip. I can't say enough. The nuggets were great, barely. The nuggets were great. And we just had a great time, you guys. Like, I can just say, I know, people were like, oh my God, Danielle, I know, I'm glad you're having a good time, but shit, I miss you. Get back on the live. You're hanging low to the left. All right, whatever works. So yeah, okay, so the room situation, completely different. It was, so the girls' side was like a living room, a hallway, a king-size bed with a door, and a bathroom. There was 2 bathrooms. There was one in the hallway, and then one, so we had 2 doubles and a pull-out. And so when we got there, we literally switched. So we had a door. Y'all, we had a door. It worked out perfect. There were no problems. You know, Dan didn't bitch. You know what I mean? So it was perfect. Dan and his toe's fine. He's gonna come on and tell y'all that he was the soberest one out of the bunch. Maybe at times he was, but not all the time. Not just. So my skin's itchy because of the sun, the peeling, the dry skin. Everybody's coming back. It's a problem when you come back from Mexico. You never know what's gonna happen. Is your ass gonna be exploding, leaking, and I don't know, is your body gonna have a rash, or you're gonna have herpes on your nether regions or on your lips, these ones? Are you gonna have blisters? What is going to happen from the extravaganza of Cabo for 4 days? Let me tell you, my bum is fine. I know, y'all are probably like, what? Who, huh? I thought Danielle would have been diarrheaing. Now, I had a little bit of diarrhea yesterday, a little bit of diarrhea the first day, but I have been diarrheaed out. I think I'm ready, just so you know. Yep, I know. And I drink sugar. Dan had a door, but he drank. Don't let him fool you. He was drinking. He had more than 2 beers. He was enjoying himself. Yeah, I know you guys are probably like, Danielle probably shit herself, shat in the pool. I did not shat in the pool either. Just so you know, no shatting in the pool. Andrew burned his scalp so bad because, you know, he sprays his body but forgets the head, this head. And well, it blistered yesterday. He's like, Mom, what's on my head? The day before. I was like, oh, son, you gotta spray your head. Gotta spray it. Now he lesson learned. Last night he comes down, he's like, what are these bumps around my lips? I said, herpes. You know, tell a boy he has herpes. I joked with him and I said, where'd you put your mouth in Cabo? He's like, what? I said, did you do anything with your mouth? Girls, boys, whatever. He said, what's that supposed to mean? Because you have herpes, son. Herpes? Herpes? I said, yes, on your lips. He's like, can I get it on my penis? I just started busting up laughing. And I'm laughing. He's like, what's so funny? Mom, can I get it on my penis? I said, son, are you sucking your own dick? No? All right. Did you put your mouth anywhere this weekend? No? I said, well, the good thing is what you have on your lips most likely is herpes on the lips. herpes on the lips, or cold sores from the sun. You know what I mean? But can I get it on my dick? Son, no. Oh. The relief on his face, the relief on his face. You tell a boy he's got herpes without knowing there's a herpes on your lip. He was like, he just kept saying, can I get on my dick? Mom, I have herpes? I have herpes? Yes, son, you got herpes. And I knew he was freaking out. So I played along with him for a while because it was fun. He was sweating. What does that mean? Am I going to give it to somebody? Well, who are you going to give it to? Right? Can I kiss my dogs? Yes, son, you can kiss your dogs. That's what I was saying, Brian. I was like, did you lick any puss? It's nasty in here today. Shit. Well, where'd you get the herpes from? Where was your mouth? Yeah, this 19-year-old boy. My dick. What? Is it gonna fall off? Is it gonna explode? Am I gonna have puss? No, so so I did play along with the Iceman. I'm one of those moms that's a bitch, right? I'm like, boy, I don't know. We're gonna have to take you to the doctor. Do you have any bumps on your penis? Hi, Dr. V. Gambling, how fun. He's like, I don't know. Do I? Well, son, I ain't looking. So, no, I'm one of those people that I encouraged it for a while last night. I was laughing so hard, and he was in sheer panic. He thought his dick was gonna fall off. So, no, I'm like, son, he's like, you're not being funny. I don't know what to believe. And I said, at this point, I don't know what I want you to believe. Keep your mouth safe, bud. You need to protect the mouth as well. You don't hook up with random hoes in fucking Cabo. You know? Shit, right. You got blue. Oh, shit, Sarah. I should have said that. You got blue waffle now. What's that? Oh, God. Abort the mission. STD Mexico, you can. Dr. V, we did. We had a great time. It was much needed. And the realization of we need to get away more often. So no, I am that mom. I'm not one that likes to fuck with you. Especially with one as gullible as Andrew. Andrew's like the most gullible person on the planet. Yeah, some spicy tacos. Yeah, well, Stacy, they ain't gonna be 10 forever. But you know what? My friend Rick sent me this for my birthday. A Yankees baseball. Only because Dan's a Giants fan. So he wanted me to represent New York. Yeah. But I mean, come on, isn't it fun to have fun with him? You know? I should have just, God, I could have made it. Do you have any green pus coming out? What? Who? Shit, Andrew. That's why your head is blistering. It's a sign of penile herpes that went to your mouth. Oh my God, I forgot about that symptom. Shit! We need some penicillin. Oh, thanks, Chantel. Fuck. I could have been better. I didn't think about it. I already thought I did enough. So, thanks, Dean. I had a comment this morning saying it's so cute. I still think Danielle is rude to the old man. Oh, thanks. Thanks for your positive and your kindness so early in the morning. Let's go positivity. You know what I mean? Like, you guys, I have realized so much. I heard something. Mouth herpes. Mouth herpes. You too, Delinda. I haven't really realized that much, but I have realized on my trip, I did realize that Dan and I need to do more of those things. So that was case in point. But like, Dan got noticed a lot, and we got noticed in Mexico. We got noticed in the airports. We got noticed. I mean, mostly Dan, not me. I'm just a peon in this, this journey. I'm just a little shark in a big pond, but that's okay. This guy who's traveling with, I think he was from Texas, traveling with his family, he came up to me at the Cinco de Mayo festival. He's like, "Is your husband Dan?" Why? Why you asking? Why you asking? Can't you say hi to me first before you ask if that's Dan? Where's Dan? Where's Dan? How about where's Danielle? Hi Danielle, we love you too. No. Is your husband Dan? Yeah. Where is he? Is he here? Is he here? Yeah. Oh, I'd love to meet him. All right. Well, he's right there. Hey Dan. Walks over to Dan. You people! What the fuck? I have feelings too. I'm here. I'm part of this journey. Where's Dan? What? Huh? Who? Where? Huh? Who's Dan? I'm Danielle. Nice to meet you. Oh, I know. Oh, all right. Anyhow, so I did not get noticed. Just my hands. My hands? What? No, my hands didn't get recognized. Shitballs. Anywho, have I ever exercised this much? Yes. I used to actually exercise more than I do now. I used to do CrossFit. Karen, we did. Everybody did, I think. So anyhow, he's like, "I watch you guys. You guys are great." He's like, "I knew you were in Cabo." And I thought, wouldn't that be fun? Running into them, and here you are. Here I am at the same resort. But you won't dance. All right. He's over there. Oh, good, Evelyn. I love that. Hi, Laura. So, hands down, my book rewards. Okay, I'm reading a new book. And it was that mythological fantasy shit that I'm reading, The Thorns of Something and Something or Other. I'll get you the book title. And it's starting to get good. I was literally questioning the suggestion with the fairies and the wolves and the higher powers and the human life versus the magical life and all that shit, but it's starting to get better. Now, I gotta pee. I got a funny story about the book. Hold on. Let me pee first. Okay, so I went and got the book, and peed. So I have to say, I think I'm gonna like this book. So this is what it is. A Court of Thorns and Roses. So at some point, this is supposed to be a tingly, good feeling book for us women, right? It's supposed to get us excited. So again, this is A Court of Thorns and Roses, right? So I started reading it yesterday on the plane because I didn't have time. You can see I brought it down to the pool every day because it's wet, but I didn't have time to read. I didn't have time to read. So you have to, and that's what, yes, you have to read the whole series in this. So yesterday I had this on the first leg, a lady, because we all sat, me and my family sat separately because I didn't know how to choose a seat. And so the lady on the first leg to Phoenix was like, oh my God, that's the best book. She goes, I have to say, I loved it. I loved the series before it. I love this whole series. So she goes, that's a really good author. So if you like the fantasy type stuff, she said this is romance, right? So it's more the build-up and the romance than the wham bam, thank you ma'am. She goes, now she does have one after this series that is a huge, it's a great book. And a lot of people who saw that was like, good book, you know, walking, because I always had it on the table. But she said there's one that is really voluptuous. And so she said, but this is a good series. So you guys, if you haven't read it, a lot of people love this series. They love her writing. So that's another book. So I'm gonna get through that. Now I'm kind of starting to get into it, over 100 pages. So I'm starting to like really think, okay, you know, it's starting to get into, Kira, she read them. They're good, I know, but I don't, oh, you've read all of them, Sadie? So here's the thing. She had never read a Colleen Hoover book or the Erica McFadden books. So I shared those things. I'm like, if you like the romance, you got to read the Colleen Hoover trips. I don't like wham bam. I want the romance. We talked about this. Even with corn, I want the buildup if I watched it. I don't want to just see hot dog and bun immediately. I like the romance. I like the lead up. And I know some of you are like, there's no romance in that shit. But there is. There is. When they role play, that's the romance. You know what I mean? So yeah, new book suggestion for those of you who have not read her. A Court of Thorns and Roses. This is the first book in this series. So you fall in love with the characters too, from what she had said and blah, blah, blah. Julie, the trip was amazeballs. I like my beans refried. Dan likes them full of blood. If you know what I mean. Yeah. He likes them excited and ready to go. Me too. So get this book if you haven't read it. And let's get down to Funky Town together. So Rocky and I are both reading the same book. So, anywho, you guys miss me and my vulgarity and my spice. The dining was good. So, hands down, if being in Cabo is not important to you, because you're about 30 minutes away from Cabo. So some people like to stay in Cabo on the beaches and stuff. No, he came with me. So it's great. It's a great resort. I felt safe. The food was great. My favorite meal, I would have to say, was our last night, which was the Italian food, believe it or not. The presentation was great. We actually, after 2 days of buffet, we tried a different restaurant for breakfast our last day, or the morning before, and that was good too. The avocado toast was the bomb. I know, didn't really meet any cool people. We were the coolest people there. Just saying, hands down. No, we were pretty much just, the group of guys the first night was kind of funny, just fun, you know. A hot dog and a hamburger were amazing. So the hot dog, the hamburger wasn't bad. I took a bite of the kids. I took a bite of the hot dog, and they were good. So everything was pretty good, you know. Did we split? No. We just took nibbles off of the kids. So I had every day at the pool, I had chips and guac. They make fresh guacamole. So I got like 5-6 bowls of chips and guac every day. That was my lunch. I got an omelet every morning, which was fantabulous. Omelet, bagel, and fresh fruit. The fruit was good. And then I had chips and guac. The kids had a taco truck. So I wasn't really hungry because I was drinking. And so, God, my drinking was so non-Mexico. It's the weirdest trip for me with drinking. I'll tell you about it. So they had a taco truck. So the kids every day got chips, guac, and they got quesadillas. The older kids. Quesadillas were good. I had to take a bite. But I just wanted, and then we had dinner. So Saturday night, we had the Benihana style dinner, which was good. It was fun. It was the show. The kids loved the show. Second night for dinner, what did we do? Shit. Third night we did Italian. Second night, I don't even remember. I don't know. It'll come to me. But like the first day, I drank Sauv Blanc the whole time. Weird, right? And then second day we drank mimosas all day long. Gross. Our third full day, we had pina coladas with lemon shots, lemon drop shots. So I'm sugared out. And surprisingly, yesterday was the first day of no alcohol. And I didn't have any sweating or shakes. So that's a good day, I guess. Thanks, Bobby Joe. No tequila. I couldn't do tequila for some reason. Dan was really pissed. Here's the thing. I almost did a video too, but I'll let him handle it. The weather was great, Colin. Amazing. Hi, dolls. So, no worms. Nope, unless I got one in my intestine. But so far, so good. Hannah was pissed. Here's the thing. People just don't understand what our humor, our family dynamics. Most of y'all, High Galactic, understand us, right? Hannah gets annoyed with her dad, as most children get annoyed with their dad. Because everything, he's like, okay, I gotta make a video. He wants to have fun. He wants to get people involved in our job, right? Not everybody is going to be that engaged all the time. So, sometimes, she's Hannah, and it gets annoying. Not that he's not disrespectful, but he's just Dan. So, where I'm different, I'm not so in your face about it. I'm like, hey, can I video? Can I get this type of a thing? And so, she loves her dad, So she just said, yeah, dad jokes, and he thinks he's funny, And she's like, the phone and the whatever. He videoed, and it's not like we're videoing all day, but little clips. I didn't take as much as he did. But, so without that being said, people were coming after Hannah, right? They were like, she's a bitch just like her mom. They were comparing Hannah to me. And it's so ugly that people are so low and so vile and so horrendous that they have to attack people's kids, right? She was not disrespectful. Hannah is by far disrespectful. And Dan, was so pissed off that he did a video and he said, for all you fuck faces out there that think it's okay to come after, you can come after me, you could come after Danielle, but you may not come after my fucking kids, right? You can't come after people's kids. Do you think the parents are going to support that? Do you think the parents are going to be like, she is, isn't she? Like, come on, people, grow the fuck up. Yeah, sometimes she just doesn't want to be bothered, right? Thanks, Roland. Guac go. I had plenty of guac. I'm guacked out. Yeah, they did that. And so I don't know if Dan put it up. And there wasn't very many, but enough to piss you off as a parent. And he was mad. He was mad. He was like, you don't come after my kids. You know, I've never seen him do a video. I ran back to him because we were on a walk. And he kind of did this. And Dan never has addressed. I don't think he posted it. But he's never addressed the trolls like that. But I've never seen him so mad. He's like, you fuckers. Shit. You go, husband. That's a turn on. So anywho, yeah, he was not happy about that. Yeah, kids are off the limits. You just don't touch people's kids at all. We're trying to have fun with our kids. It's our humor. It's the way, oh, hi, Artek. It's the way we, people have to stop judging people's family dynamics. You obviously, some people just don't get it. Most of you understood, right? Haha, Hannah, I'm sure. And, but God, people just never cease to amaze me. I will say that to the day I die. Skinny dipping? Nope. I don't like shit. And my coochie. Well, it's up there anyway. But, anywho. Thanks, Cody. There are limits to everything. I can handle myself. So it was really funny. So, that night, I was reading some of the comments of a traveling boy. Yeah, no thanks, Judy. So, I was reading a couple of comments were funny. They're like, oh my God, one of the comments said, God, I thought this was Danielle. Until I looked back and I recognized the youthfulness. Was that kind of a backhanded compliment? It was kind of backhanded. Like, I think people also mean well, but they mean well. You can beat. It's funny you say that about rock, paper, scissors. They mean well, but like they don't realize what a backward compliment that was until I noticed Hannah's youthfulness. But yeah, bitch, she's 23. I'm 50. She better have youthfulness. But why do you say that? Genesee, why do you say that? Like, and there was a heart, so I know she meant well. But for the Lord of God, people, sometimes things don't need to be said. Oh, God. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. So, anywho, and then I was reading a couple of the comments, and I was like, damn, Hannah. She's like, I already know. I said, know what? And she's like, Justin. So now I know her future fiance is watching our stuff, right? He's watching because he was laughing. I look good for an old person. Oh my God. Bye, Samantha. Have a good day. It's like, I mean, I guess for your right, you're kind of, and then I realized she was too young to be you. Well, she is my child. You know what I mean? Like, anywho. So she's like, yeah, Justin screenshotted. So Justin, if you're watching, I hear you're a secret watcher. Hello, bruh. We missed you on this trip. And also, it cracks me up that you screenshot them bad messages about Hannah and send them to her laughing. That made me laugh. So I'm like, oh, he watches our videos? She's like, yes. And of course, he read the comment on that. Did you and Dan go on vacation? Yes, we did. We just got back. It was all inclusive. When you bring the kids, it's the best way to go. Andrew drinks. Hannah doesn't drink like us, but I drink. Now, we've done the whole Cabo thing without all-inclusive, just me and Dan, and it's cheaper, obviously, when you're by yourselves, because then you don't drink as much, but it's easy for the kids. Hannah likes to snack. Her friends are snackers. It was just good for everything. Mike, we did. The resort was beautiful. I think the kids, well, Andrew, primarily, I think they wish they were closer into town so they could go out, but I didn't want Andrew to go out anyway, so I was kind of excited that we were far. We were about 30 minutes from Cabo. Oh, hi B. So we were about 30 minutes away from Cabo, so, you know, we've done all that. Andrew's never done it, but I just didn't want him out in the streets of Mexico hammered. I was already worried about him being hammered in the resort, you know, at night. And he didn't really. The first night was he tied one on the first night, and then he was good really for the rest of the time. I think he got so sick he couldn't drink tequila anymore after the first night. But the resort was great. It was the Hyatt Ziva. It was about 20 minutes from the airport. So if you have kids and small kids, it's great because it's only 20 minutes ride. You know, the other one's about 40 minutes, 45, depending on. So ultimately, I think it was great for the kids. Rocky didn't really want to be into town. She has paranoias. So it was great. We played beach volleyball. We played football in the pool. I mean, we were very active in drinking. It was great. We had a good time. Yes, and I'm really sad. I really had a hard time, you know, being home. You know, it's the vacation blues. You know, you always get the dreaded, I don't want to adult. Can I have a couple more days to, you know, relax? The night before we left, the people above us, I literally was a Karen. I called on them. Dan screamed, hoping they would hear. They were I don't know what the fuck they were doing upstairs. Did we hear about the 3? Yes. But we weren't even close over there. Carrie was like, be careful. 3 people were shot. Well, yeah, those border towns, you know, are a lot more dangerous than where we were. And as if you stay on the resorts, you guys, you're pretty safe. It's when you venture off into, you know, like the border towns and other areas that you don't really know, that's when you can get in trouble. But that's true with anywhere. Hi, James. So anyhow, yeah, it was fun. But the people, it looked like they were having chair races upstairs. You know when people like drag your chairs? That was happening all night long. Dan had the worst insomnia ever the whole trip, but that night was the worst one. With them up there, and it was horrible. We didn't sleep. I called, hey, Hecka, what you get me? I'm still waiting for my... So you have to be careful everywhere. It doesn't matter these days. It's anywhere, right? It's anywhere. Nothing is safe anymore. Hi, Cyclist Grandma, how are you? So it was fun. It was, other than no sleep the last night, I was really upset about that. We walked into, I mean, it's not really a big town where we stayed, but it was a nice, about a mile out, and a mile back, from our resort to the end of the kind of street. And so that's how we did our walk runs every day. The first day I did it, on the beach, and I about killed myself. And I was like, I always try to do at least one beach run, and typically the first day, because that's the only day I'll be able to do it. Food was great. Drinks were great. Everything, it was a good resort, I thought. So hands down, I would recommend it. Beautiful, and yeah, I can't say anything more. It was a good time. Running in sand was god awful. Like, and I mean, let's be real. It was literally a run walk. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you and say I ran for 28 minutes full time. No, it's impossible. It's not impossible, but the people who do it all the time, it's possible. But the people who don't and run on a treadmill every day, it's not possible. So just so you know, you have to, James. Yes, the break was nice. I'm hoping, Dan's a little off kilter today, being he didn't really sleep at all on vacation. And it's just, he's recovering, from everything. And I think sleep is a killer, right? So he's like feeling a little off today. So I don't know how active he will be today. He'll be up and down, I'm sure, all day long. Grandpa, we didn't see him yesterday. We saw him this morning. I am sure for the most part, he won't even know we were gone, right? My dogs probably remember more than he does. How do you pronounce the young party people aren't at? So Judy, there's going to be young party people all the time, right? You're going to have your groups. So like this resort wasn't as young as we've stayed at before. I think if you're staying more in Cabo proper, you're going to get more of the younger crowd because they can walk to the bars and all that stuff. So you have to kind of stay further away from the main. Dan and I stayed at the marina. We liked that one time. I lost the connection here, so you guys hold on. Okay, so we stayed at the marina one time and we loved it, but we didn't take our kids. If it's just you and your husband, you can stay on the marina, and it's not, but you're gonna have those crowds everywhere. It's just less of crowds in certain areas. And this was less of a crowd. There was a lot of weddings when we were there, so you're gonna get the rowdier groups. But there was nobody that was that bad other than our last night. No fishing. No fishing. So do you guys follow Leanne Specht? Did you guys follow Leanne Specht? Because her husband just passed and I feel so bad. Hold on a second, I'm gonna go pee again. Give me a minute. No.
Maybe they want to talk to me.
They don't.
Maybe
You
they
gotta
do.
shut the door if you, because
It's closed. How do you know that I have not seen what you talked about today? What are you talking about? Like, don't start that yet.
I'm starting it.
Then I can't get on and talk to your people.
How do you know my people want to talk to you?
I don't know.
Dan's missing out now.
I'm missing out.
Yeah, Dan's missing out. Anyhow, Leanne Specht's husband died. I don't know exactly. I just saw the post this morning, so that made me sad. Hi, Tim. Leanne Specht. You know, the
He died, Dan?
yeah.
Your husband died?
I think so. Yep. Her husband
That
died
was so fast.
so fast. He went really quick.
That was so fast. Oh my God.
Yeah. Everybody says hi. Shut the door. But you guys, I have to tell you that I don't think Ed got up as much last night. I really do. So people are asking if, yeah. And Melissa, she just popped up on my thing this morning. I was waiting for my video to upload. And he went downhill so quickly. So it was really sad. Really sad. Anyhow. So Dan drank, what did Dan drink? I don't know what the beer, it was a light Tecate, I think. They had light Tecate. Yeah, it's very sad. He did. He went we watched him in the last couple years, right? It was very a quick down spiral. It's so sad. So anyhow, I don't know if I feel like running anymore. No, he didn't drink. They don't have that in Mexico. Yeah, well, Dan yelled, I called, and it quieted down for a little bit, and then like 2 hours later, it sounded like hangers were dropping on the floor. The night before, it was really loud. It sounded like, I thought it was Andrew clumping back and forth in flip-flops, and then I realized that it wasn't Andrew, because I went out there to yell at him, and he was dead asleep in the bed. So I realized the second night that it was the people up above. But I don't know what they were doing. They were fighting. They were walking back and forth like they didn't know what to do. It was horrible. Hi, Melly. Foxy Rock is another husband. Early onset at 54. Oh no, Susan, really? Yeah, Leanne Specht was her handle name, I think. Was it anywhere? Am I right, you guys? I just know her as Leanne Specht. So she's gonna have, from what I didn't know much about her. I started following her when she started this journey. And I learned a little bit about her, that she knew he was recently diagnosed. She married him knowing that, it was gonna be a short marriage based on his diagnosis. So, really, really hard. And she rocked it. She learned how to take care of her house by herself, because he couldn't do it anymore. And then it just, went really quick. So it takes a lot of compassion to be able to do what she did, knowing what it was, what was in store. Has been sick with dementia for about 3 years. She's starting. Yeah. And I was talking to a guy on the way from Phoenix to Sacramento. Sweet little family. He was taking his daughter they live in Temecula, and they don't ask why he was in Phoenix. They took like the long route. They went from Orange County to Phoenix to Sacramento. He said that was the cheapest. Anyhow, so he's taking her on a field trip through her school, a Christian school, I guess, and they're doing the whole sort of sport thing. And so we were talking. He said his dad has dementia too, and he doesn't eat like that type of stuff. And he was diagnosed at early 60s, and he's 74 now. His mom still takes care of him, and she was like, he's like, it's hard, but she makes him exercise. She's like, his body's really strong. She gets him on the treadmill. He won't eat anything. He has this. It's really windy here today. I think that was my flower pot being. So yeah. I know, Melissa. I can't. I saw that and I was like, oh no. I must be in denial or something, because I guess, I knew he was down, but anyhow, I guess when you stop eating and stuff like that, that's what happens, right? I mean, it's inevitable, but Ed's is different, So, Ed's is different, so I don't see the other side of it. What else? Let's see, am I Iranian? I don't think so. Yeah, the body forgets, and it's gonna be 80. Well, it's windy as shit. I mean, everything's blowing around. Like, it's bad. The wind is bad today. Like, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done outside because the wind's so bad. It's when they stop eating. Yeah, and the body just shuts down. So he was like, he's all, your father-in-law seems like he eats a lot. I'm like, he does. He goes, that's good. My dad only wants, like, ice cream. That's the only thing he'll eat. And I'm like, well, that's the only thing he eats. That's the only thing he gets. Oh, it is? Yeah. Charisse, it's really windy. Charisse. Hello in the Philippines. Dan's looking for food. He's always looking for food. You know what? Here's the thing about Dan. He really didn't eat. When he goes on vacation, it's the weirdest thing. He doesn't eat. Like, he didn't have any refined sugar. He didn't have any ferns. He drank some beer. He ate very little. He's really healthy when he's on vacation. He just also with the lack of sleep, and he had a little bit of stress, and the beer, he just wasn't hungry. I'm still eating. Yeah, I don't. Fucking wind. Yeah. Well, Ed will probably, yeah, live forever. No, he really doesn't sleep that well. I don't know. Hey, furry. He did. I swear, he probably did lose weight. No, he just didn't eat. I mean, we had a refrigerator in our room that was stocked, with candy, Milky Ways, peanut M&Ms, Oreos. They came every day. Whatever you ate, they would fill it back up. They would restock our beers, our sodas, our waters, whatever, and didn't touch candy at all. He brought them home with him, but he had, I think, a Milky Way last night, and that's it. Carrie Bear, I could too, but I have to tell you, I was ready just for some regular food. The mechanisms of food in different countries are so different, right? My stomach, I was bloated the whole time. It didn't matter what I ate, and I didn't eat that much either. And the drinking, I can drink like that here and still not get bloated. I was so bloated, my stomach hurt. I mean, it was just so bad. Bye, Iceman, have a good day. So, the biomechanisms of all that food is so different. And so our bodies, I think, just fight extra hard to, work and say, what the hell is this shit? So I don't know. I mean, yeah, well, God, my stomach was so bloated, but I still ate because I was like, I want to miss out on this food, but I'm happy to be back. I'm happy. Last night I came home, I had my carrots and my onion dip from Trader Joe's. I had about 8:30 after I cleaned up the house a bit, and then I had some lunch meat with some cheese, and I think that's it. Oh, and a little protein bar for dessert. So I'm ready to get back on the bandwagon of eating better. When you told Dan you love him, oh my God. And people are so pissed off at Dan for, she only eats chocolate and hamburgers sometimes. Shit, Allie, that's not a way to go. And it's so funny. I didn't eat Kraft rubber cheese. I had the real cheese. I had Trader Joe's cheese, which is my favorite, just so you know. Oh my God, Coco has not left. When I go inside to pee, Rita, she's literally at the door. She's literally at the door, which normally she's not. I was like, bruh. She's like, Mom, I mean, this morning her head was all over me. She was so excited. I thought she was going to be pissed off at me. I love my onion dip from Trader Joe's. It's so good, you guys, if you haven't tried it. So I did carrots and onion dip, and it was just good to have some normal food. Everything tastes different in Mexico. Everything. Dan doesn't say it either. But people were really pissed off. People were so pissed off at Dan for all she does, and he wouldn't say it back. What? Oh, what a day. Good luck. So I was like, you guys, this is our God. I mean, there were so many people saying that. I was like, I can't even waste my time responding to that. Because people, it's our dynamic. He was joking. It was part of the video. What a day. I'm so sorry. Oh, what a pain in the butt. Sometimes I wish I couldn't speak. Just give the evil eye. Sometimes I don't speak. Anyhow, good luck. Hopefully everything goes successful. And I can't. I didn't bother with a lot of things. Cali, Mexico. Gee, that's a hard thing because it's different in Mexico. Everything's different in Mexico. We're just already mixed. No, it's already mixed, Linda. It's really good. It's my favorite. Yeah, me too. I look at my kids too. Every time. You're still fasting? Gee, that's not good because you're going to end up gaining it all back at the end. Just remember I said that. And I'm not trying to rain on your parade, but you need to eat. Fasting is not good for you. Maybe for
cleanse, but it makes me, I don't like it because they lose weight, but you're losing it the wrong way. Like, you have to eat, because the minute you start eating again, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna gain it back, because you're not losing fat, you're losing water weight. And there you have it. So somebody asked if we're gonna do a live tonight. I don't know. I don't want to make promises just in case Dan is not going to feel good. He's struggling right now. Mary. Yeah, but people think, gee, wake up. But yeah, I just, people, and then they're like, oh my God, I gained it all back in like 2 days. Well, yeah, because you lost waiter. Nobody got food poisoning, no. So no, we didn't. I didn't do any arms while I was there. I just literally walked, and run. One day I just walked because I was so heavy, because one day we ended up playing, I ran on the beach, then we did beach volleyball, and then you have to walk stairs. I mean, you don't have to walk stairs, but we walked stairs. We didn't use, oh my God. Surprisingly, I didn't see many animals. And when you're in town, that's what you see, a lot of strays. And Dan would always feed them, go to McDonald's and feed them. But everything's still tired. Everything's still heavy. I mean, we were walking a lot. I mean, up and down the stairs. There were stairs everywhere. And so we were very active. Ed has not seen Dan's toe yet. Beach volleyball was really fun, you guys. And I played football. Man, I was able to chuck the football. Andrew was so impressed. He was like, Dad, look at Mom's throws. That's right. What do you think about the carnivore diet? I love carnivore. Oh shit. I am a carnivore, so you know what I mean. But I like to be very active. I mean, I enjoy being up. I was in the pool a lot, swimming with the kids, taking dilly-dill. It wasn't super hot, Jackie. Normally when we go to Cabo, it's very hot. But we typically go in June and July. And so we didn't, we went May. This was the first time we've ever been in May. And let me tell you, it was really nice. It was still muggy, but not like it normally is. So I would take May vibes all better than that. I was 49 and 50 when I threw the ball. Thank you. About the campus in San Diego. Did I tell you guys, Hannah ended up choosing, speaking of San Diego State. Oh, hey, J-Star. Yes, it was wonderful. You guys, it was so great. I mean, I can't tell you how amazing it was. It was just good. It was so fun. I mean, I just can't say that enough. We needed it. My sister does it, but I can't imagine. No, well, in the carnivore diet, I never know when you're serious, but I love meat, but no, just like I don't think, and anybody who does keto, I just don't think those are good long-term diets. I think everything is in moderation, and those are the best diets. Don't overeat, small portions. You can have what you want, but within limits. That's it. Moderation. And most of our problems is we can't moderate, we overeat. And that's it. The Gardenia restaurant. No. I did. I had the best birthday. I think you need everything in your diet. You need some healthy fats. You need some lean proteins. You need some veggies. You need fruits. You need carbs. Oh my God, that is so funny. I woke up with a little tear in my eye. I have to admit, Carrie, I woke up with a little tear in my eye on my birthday morning, and I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking 50. I'm 50. I'm 50. And I got an AARP already. So you met a man? Yay, Deborah. Did you get presents? No. I got some presents from my TikTok friends and my YouTube friends. I know time goes by so quick. And I just, the whole day I was a little melancholy, and then I just got over it because I'm like, look. And then they started feeding me tequila at my breakfast dinner. My breakfast dinner. My breakfast, and I had a good time. It was weird. It was that weird, like, once it hit, I didn't think I was going to be like that, but it did. It just hit me. I was like, fuck, am I sad? I'm getting old. Like, I'm like one toe in the grave already. And then Dan was stressing me out because he's like, I'm dying the whole time because he wasn't sleeping. And when he gets anxious and, he's like, I'm dying. And I'm like, well, I just turned 50. What do you mean you're dying? Stop saying that. God, that was stressful. Ugh. Well, thank you. But it was tough. 50 was like a gulper. 50, I was like, fuck, I am there. Like, when you're little and you dream about your future, right? You dream, like, I don't think you make it beyond a certain age, like maybe 30, but you see yourself young 20s, mid 20s, right? And then all of a sudden, your fantasy or your vision just goes dead. What the fuck? I'm 50. How did that happen? By B. What? What? Huh? Who? Me? 50? Fuck. Yeah, I'm 50, bitches. I'm 50. Whatever. Yolanda, it's going to take me a couple days. It'll take Dan a couple days of sleeping and just routine. He was really happy to be home. I don't think he could have done another day. He couldn't have. I could have done one more day. So I can't wait, I can't wait. Maybe by learning how to eat. Yes, James. I think, thanks, Pam. Dan's like me, content, but not content. People were really upset about that. Dan's saying, I'm content, but I wouldn't say I'm happy. That was another thing. Shut that door so it doesn't. How are your lips today?
Worse.
So you either have sun blisters, so Alex has blisters all over her mouth too. So it's from the sun. Let me see. I don't know. How can you tell if it's herpes or if you...
I've never had herpes.
I know. But how can you tell if it's sun blisters or if it's herpes? Anybody?
I can't find my fucking toothbrush.
Yeah, are you lubricating them?
No.
Okay, don't touch them.
But they itch.
Yeah, they itch, so don't touch them. Don't touch them.
Oh, fuck, it itches.
But blisters itch too. Anybody tell me the difference between herpes or blisters? Abreva. I know, does Abreva help? Hi, Turtle Chick. Blisters do not itch. No matter what it is? Okay. So we need to get Abreva. Dan is herpes, has tiny bubbles. Yes, he has tiny bubbles. Did not put anything on his lips. Is a form of... Okay, so it doesn't matter. Herpes, Abreva. I say herpes just because we had a conversation last night. Blistex. Yeah, there are multiple blisters. He's got like some single ones, but he's got a patch of them right here. Oh, we have an aloe tree. An aloe plant you can break it and put some on
How
it
the
too.
fuck did I get herpes?
From sucking puss.
I didn't do
that. Because it's from the sun. People get herpes from the sun.
It's not from the sun though. I would have to have the virus.
No, it's just cold sores. You're fine.
But now it's gonna keep on coming.
Possibly. Now you carry that that trait. What was Coda eating in your...
I have no clue. But I can't find my fucking toothbrush.
Use your black one.
Where is it?
I don't know.
It's not in my bathroom anymore.
It's not in your bathroom?
No.
Did I pack it?
No.
I don't know then. That's weird. I'll get you... I don't know if I have. You have a. You need to get. I think you have a toothbrush in your car.
I do, but they use them for cameras.
Lysine. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I used to do that, Brandy. So I used to get herpes when I was younger, and that's how I knew I was getting sick. Um, Lysine. You mean the lysine? The breakable. I remember doing the catching catching baseball with no lotion. Yeah, well, he didn't know it was coming because I was like, I remember the tingle. You know, anybody know? Remember that? I know. I loved the herpes. I do it for him on purpose because he thought his dick was falling off last night when I said you have herpes. I used to feel the tingle when it was coming up, you know, and I was like, oh no. Mark was ecstatic. Mark was ecstatic. Take lysine pills regularly. Did you like the Ziva? I did. I thought the Ziva was nice. Mark was here. He couldn't wait. He brought him here last night, fed him dinner, and put him to bed for us. Yeah, the tingle. The tingle was my... So anyhow, so I told Andrew, I said, if it's worse, it's probably going to spread a little bit because wherever it's going to activate and they're going to blister. So when it does that tomorrow, we'll probably have to go to the drugstore. You put ice on it. Ice? What? Who says? Yeah. So I stopped getting them, right? I stopped getting them when I was younger. I used to get them all the time. And then, you know, they'd drip and fucking go on my chin. I know, James, I wasn't. I told him because I said you have herpes, and I told it early this morning. He's like, how did I get herpes on my mouth? And I told him because you sucked puss, dirty puss in Mexico. And he was like, no, I didn't. He's like, is my dick, is it gonna get on my dick? Do you have it on your dick? I don't know if Grandpa's up. Yeah. Yeah, I remember doing, I think I did lysine. And I used to, you know what I used to do? Is I used to put alcohol on them to dry them up. So that way they would dry. Oh, thanks, Wani. It was nice. It was nice. Yeah, his poor scalp, too, is like blistered. He sprayed his whole body. He was really good with his body, but he forgot his scalp on tissue and leave it. Oh, he just said that. He just said, can you put hydrogen peroxide on them? I put hydrogen on his tissue and leave it for an hour and it dries right up. No screeching on your trip. Yes, we use sunscreen. But he didn't spray his head. He didn't meet anybody in Mexico. He didn't meet anybody. He wanted to. That was his whole thing. I'm gonna meet some chicks. Didn't. It wasn't like a young crowd. I mean, honestly, it wasn't, you know, or they were really young or they weren't, you know. So he has, well, he's not, well, I don't know. You know, when he gets a really nice tan because, you know, when he was doing construction, but he always wore a hat. So he didn't know. I wasn't thinking about spraying his scalp. But, you know, now you know. Better having it upstairs than downstairs for sure. But I made him believe it was downstairs too for a minute. I was like, well, what'd you do? Do you have anything on your penis? Like, what's going to happen? Bye, what a day. Good luck. Hi, Slick. So I don't know. I just like to fuck with him because it's fun. He was worried for a while. I said, well, if you start pussing when you pee, then we're going to have to go get you checked for an STD. And they stick this long Q-tip up your pee hole, and that's how they test you. And he just wasn't happy about that. I did it for a while, and you should have seen his face. What about my dick? So all he kept saying, what about my dick? Herpes is for life, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna go get him some, Heather. He turns 50 on the... I'm not mom. It's me. I'm an enabler. I've been there. I'm an enabler. Yeah, dirty puss. Andrew had dirty puss, dirty puss, dirty puss. He's like, I didn't do that. So I should tell him that. No, he quit his job. Yeah. So now he needs to get a new one because I saw some charges on my credit card for games. Poor Andrew. He's fine. Once I started laughing, he was really uncomfortable, but he was like, Mom, I'm serious. And I said, no, I know, but no, this could be a serious problem. And I was laughing. I was like, I don't know where you stuck it, but obviously. And then I was like, what, are you sucking your own dick? Like, how do you do that? He's like, Mom, stop joking. I need to know, is my dick going to be okay? Make sure it doesn't shrivel. You know, it doesn't shrivel and fall on. Why boys? Like, he didn't care about his lips. He was worried about his dick. What do you need that for? You don't, what? My family's crazy. Like I said, you can never judge a family by its cover because there is more words beneath the book, the title, and everything else than anything else. I know Bobby, I want him to, but I think he wants to go back to school right now, so I don't know. Vacation was great, Susie Joy. Anders has herpes. He came back with herpes, but other than that, it was great. Lefty and right. Well, that's what I was wondering. I mean, why was he so paranoid about his dick? And the way he just said dick. What about my dick? Mom, what about my dick? And I'm laughing. Because for some reason, that was the whole purpose, making sure his dick was still going to be usable. Like, did he think it was going to fall off? Like, did he think it was going somewhere? Did he think it was potentially he would never be able to use it again? Like it was going to be that virus that just made him floppy? Like, I just couldn't believe my dick, Mom. I'm more worried about your lips. Well, I'm worried about my dick. Just like a man. My dick. I don't care. That I care about. This is an important thing on the body, you know? Is that really? Is that normal? I don't care. You know, here's the thing, you know, Ash. When you have a TikTok family, especially a mom like me, he would have probably been out here. He'd been like, yeah, I was worried. I didn't want that shit on my dick. I should have. There should have been a lot more things I should have done in that. Like, I was thinking about it too late, but I was thinking I should have told him the blisters on his head were part of the herpes simplex virus, and that it's terminal and you may never ever get rid of it, meaning, you know, but I didn't go that far because I was laughing too hard, and he knew at that point that you know, that was all lies. The thing with me is I can't really hold a lie when I do stuff like that because I just start giggling too much, and you know how that goes, so I give myself away. But thanks, Ames. But yeah, I do. I'm with Andrew, I don't care as much because he's a boy and typically he won't care as much. You too, James. So going to Stanislaus State in the fall, he just, oh, good. Well, guess who's not going to Stanislaus anymore? No, he wouldn't. He knows. I probably. Yeah. I have to take, my family is my muse. It's like Dan, the idiot. You gotta post their stupidity. Because if you don't post their stupidity, what fun do you have? Laughing at others' expenses. Come on. So Hannah is accepted San Diego State. So Hannah's going to San Diego State now for her master's. So Andrew doesn't care. Like, there's a couple things that I know that, you know, like certain things I wouldn't do, but certain things I push the limits. I'm a limit pusher as much as I can. But for the most part, like, you know, don't be stupid. Don't tell me shit and don't act that way, right? If you don't want me to say anything, because, you know, I say everything, you know? So, but it's fun to talk about that shit. You guys got a good laugh. All the men are like, yeah, that's my boy. That's the only thing we're worried about is our dick. So, and you know, it's one of the things that it's just, It's part of our dynamics, you know. And when you have a social media family, yes, there are boundaries, but there are boundaries that I will cross with respect. The dick thing, the herpes, that was funny. Come on. That was funny. I mean, you can't make that shit up. That you have to share with the population. I share too much. I mean, Dan knows it. But that's part of me. That's part of me. I'm a sharer. I've always been a sharer. This is not just for social media. I've always been a sharer. That's how I've coped with my life. That's how I've coped with myself and my flaws and everything else, is talking about things and learning and hearing what people had to say and, you know, blah, blah, biscuit. Are we going to come on tonight? I don't know. I don't know, because I don't know how Dan's going to be feeling, right? Education on social media. And I'm prepping all of you with small children that happen to be boys. They're very fascinated with their peepees, you know? And apparently, you know, they get a little nervous because they don't want any flaws on them or anything. Okay, so I bought my estrogen cream. Yeah. I bought my estrogen cream. I put some on last night, so we're gonna see. I should do a before and after. We should do a before and after. No, it's not out of line. If you thought that was out of line, this isn't the channel for you. Because I can tell you what I do, I'm out of line a lot. And it's not out of line, because if you know my family, you would know that's not out of line. You guys coming in and telling me what's out of line and what's not as what you think, you guys are so uninformed about what's out of line. Because my family does things different than you, and what you think doesn't make it out of line for me. It just makes it out of pocket for you. Not me, right? Not me and not my family. So here's the thing. I know my family. I know what I can get away with. I know what my boundaries are. And I know those things. Stop telling me what I need to do and how I need to do it. You don't know my family, right? Stop saying we're bad. Stop saying I'm mean. Stop saying I'm a bitch. Don't come on and tell me my daughter's a bitch. Why? I'm a mom. I know my family. I know what I can push my boundaries with. My son wouldn't give two shits if I talked about that. Those of you who agree with Nahali or Holly, whatever, you don't know my family. Stop judging people. And this, for me, you can judge me whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. But I'm trying to give you a life lesson for other people. Don't judge people based on what your perception is. Don't judge them based on, maybe it's you that's wrong. Maybe it's you that should have a family like me. Maybe it's you that wishes you had a family like me. That we're open, we have fun. There's no taboos. Oh my God. We can't talk about the birds in the booth. We can't talk about penises. We can't talk about dicks. Vaginas? Oh my God. Blasphemy. How dare you talk about those things? Our family's open. My grandmother came to table at a family function with a dildo on. A dildo. A dildo. Don't tell me how to parent. Don't tell me what my boundaries are as a mom. I think I know that. They know. They know me. Life would be boring. I mean, I see those people all the time that are like, oh my God, I can't believe she talks about that. She's so crass. Yes, I'm fucking crass. I talk about eating puss with my son. Don't eat the wrong puss or you break out in herpes. Don't stick it in a bad puss. Don't stick it in without something covering it up. Oh my God. You think your kids should learn on their own? That's when they get infected pusses or they get infected penises. You talk about that shit to keep them informed. I didn't want infected pusses, nor did I want an infected penis. And I have fun with my kids with that shit. I made him believe he was coming on his penis. I made him believe it. That's fun for me. It's fun for my family. I heard to follow. He did not eat an infected puss. He didn't get it in Cabo. Yes, put a raincoat on. Protect the penis. He was so paranoid about the bumps being on his penis. I said, let that be a lesson to you. Stick it in the wrong hole, that's what happens. My platform is about coming in and having fun, right? Judge to yourself, don't judge to me, because you look like an idiot. The thing is when you come on and you give people negative vibes, you try to take away their fun, their laughter. Who fucking cares? If you don't like the shit, you don't like the content, you don't have to be here or there or everywhere. Choose what you like. Choose what brings you happiness. Choose what makes you giggle. If my content does not make you giggle or you don't relate to it, this isn't for you. I'm not mad. No, well, come on, girl, think I'm mad? Because Andrew came back with herpes on his mouth, and I was giving him a hard time because he was worried about his dick. So I made a fun thing out of it. That's Noel, Lily. Yeah, so he came back with herpes on it, and I was joking about it, and somebody's like, you crossed the line. As a mother, you shouldn't have done that. Well, you know me. I share everything. And that was a fucking funny situation. You got herpes? What puss did you suck? That's me. You know me. I mean, Noelle knows me. Problem ever. She knows. Yeah, it's typical friend. That's my friend. Yeah. And then he was worried about getting it on his dick. Is it going? Where is it going? Mama, is it gonna fall off? Mama, is my dick gonna be okay? Boys, that's all they think about. Anyhow, so no, I was in people come in and tell me that I crossed the line as a mom. They have no idea what crossing the line is. That is not crossing it. Talking about fun, talking about that is funny. He would laugh at himself. You don't know my son. So take your negativity, take your fucking criticism, and get the fuck out. Go bug somebody else. Because you ain't going to bug me about it. I'm a good mom. Do I make mistakes? Yes. Do I sometimes share too much? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I care? No. I gave birth to those fuckers. Those crotch gremlins stole my youth and my vagina. They stole my body. They made my boobs sag. They made my vagina sag. They gave me stretch marks. They gave me gray hair. They gave me losing hair. I can do what I want to. Those are my properties. Those are my properties. For every woman who pushed out a child or got one cut open, we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. They gave me anxiety. They still do. They make me broke. I can do what I want to do. If they don't like it, then don't talk to me. Because guess what pays your bills, bitches? My social media money. But anyway, I needed that sass. She got me back and Holly got me back in my sass. God, I miss that sass. That is one thing I missed for 5 days. Let me tell you something. That is one thing I missed in 5 days, is not being sassy like that. Not having my social media like, ooh, God, hunger. I missed that. I missed my accent. I didn't even have an accent for 5 days. Didn't even use it. My kid was making fun of me for having an accent. She goes, oh my God. And she was with her friend. She's like, have you even heard my mom's accent? I was like, what the fuck is wrong with the accent? It comes out. I have a southern draw in my southern roots, my southern blood. Blah. Fuck, leave me alone. It's acting. I'm having fun. Hannah also said, Studio City. No, I was in Cabo. Hannah also said, she goes, yeah, and you gotta just stop letting the trolls get you so mad. embellishing in my body and my soul coming out my mouth. I'm not angry. I'll walk away telling them to fuck off, eat my hairy ass. I don't care. The problem is I ain't angry. She's like, sure you are sometimes. No, they don't angry. I react to it. They may think I'm angry. It fuels my fire, but I ain't angry. Look at my blood pressure. It ain't angry. If I was angry, my blood pressure would show. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Blood pressure is high, and you better listen. Take some deep breaths and relax. It doesn't say that. I have fun with them. That gets me in character. That gets me in sass. And some of you like my sass. They want it. You feed off of it, and you love when the trolls come in. Now, sometimes too many trolls create havoc, right? And we don't want to make it all negative all the time. But it is fun. I have fun doing it, and I missed it. I forgot. And Holly, thank you so much for giving me my muse. Thank you for bringing some negativity in this room today because I missed the attack. God, it feels so good. It feels so good to be back. God, you don't realize that. Yes, it does. It's like, bitch, it's too loud. Save your ears because you're old. And it says, girl, you need to take some deep breaths. Now, when that shit happens, it makes me a little nervous. Hi, Pearl. So, did Ed miss us? He probably doesn't even realize we were gone. Doesn't even realize. Really quick, one more thing about Danielle. When Danielle's really mad, when she's really, really, really mad, I couldn't jump back into humor and have fun. If I was really mad, I'd be like, I gotta go. Peace. Deuces. So you know when I'm mad, very few times have you seen me like that. Some with Dan, and some with, like, I know I'm not gonna recover, right? And some when depending on my mood, and if there's so much negativity that comes in and I can't get a breath and I just can't stop focusing on it, I know when to vacate, right? I don't, when I'm that way, I'm readable at that point. All this is just an act when I do my troll stuff. Because I like to point people's idiots out. You know, you guys, you don't realize you attack me, but you don't realize what colors you are shining through. You are shining through as a judgmental, ugly, unkind, unlovable person. Not me. Right? Not me. Because I don't go on and bitch at people, even if I disagree with them or don't like them on social media. I would never say a word because that is kindness, that is empathetic, because I would never want to rain on somebody's parade. The people who do that, y'all have the problems. It's not me, or it's not anybody else who does it. You are free to vacate and move along in the premises in which you find happiness. Bye, Rebecca. People just don't see the irony behind it. So I am trying to teach people. I'm trying to give them I'm trying to open their eyes and make them see, Sean Doggy, what's up? That's it. Maybe one day they will see that I was right and they are wrong. Not all the time, but sometimes they do. Yeah, Miss Molly, it's so funny. There was one person who we met, and they were like, God, man, you get a lot of hate. How would anybody not like you? You're sweet. I'm like, I know, I keep telling people that. Fuck. Nobody wants to listen. Just because I'm firm and direct with Ed, I've been labeled a bitch. You know what I mean? You not cool? Oh. Case in point. You not cool. Let's go attack people and spread kindness. Dan, yes. Now, hi, Joe. Dan is the one who really pisses me off. Like, Dan can piss me off. My kids can piss me off. But people I don't know, they're not going to occupy my space in my head. Right? They're not going to occupy my space. I'm not going to waste my time. I will waste my time on my family and the people that matter to me. The people who don't matter to me, I don't have space for them. None. Gone. So that's my thing, is that I'm fun. And with Ed, I can be fun sometimes, but I can't be like that. Not with him. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand it all the time. Sometimes he does. For the most part, with somebody like Ed, I have to be firm. I have to be direct with him, especially with as many times as I'm having to communicate, repeat, and to give directions. You have to be that way. I can't be this way all the time. Nobody's this way all the time. Nobody is silly all the time. Nobody is that way, right? It's not way. We have faults. All humans have faults. We have emotions. We react to most of those. Sometimes we react better and we don't react sometimes when we shouldn't. But we don't have those capabilities all the time. That's real life. People don't like real life shit because people like to harbor on the negative. And people like to say, well, gosh, I don't do that. They're doing it wrong. No, it's just different. That's all it is. And just because it doesn't fit in your little fucking box doesn't fucking make it wrong. Plain and simple. It just makes it different. I think my family is fun. We are crazy. We are loud. We are sarcastic. We are intense. We are everything in, but we have a good time. We have a good time. I can't do that with Ed all the time. That's not a good time all the time. That is work. That is hard work, especially the constant repetition, especially the disease, right? It's not easy. No. You got to know that there's an on and off switch with people with dementia in what I do. There's an on and off switch. I show you every side of me. I show you me daily. You know, you guys point out so much, not you guys, but a majority of people, a small percentage of people point out all my, I still don't like you. Okay, well, don't watch my fucking page. But stop coming on here and telling me what you don't like about me. Focus on you, because it sounds like a you problem, because I'm busting my ass. Now, every fucking personality that we all have, some people interact well and some people don't. My personality is not for everybody. And that's okay. But I can tell you, I'm a fucking loyal ass person. I'm a hard worker, and my family comes first. But I'm not here to convince you of that. I'm here to do my job and show you how I cope with being myself, having a, mother role, caregiver role, wife role, laundromateur role, plumber role, landscaper role, house cleaning role, etc., and doing it all at the same time. I'm a master juggler. Antone, don't tell me to move on. I think maybe you should move on if you don't like it. Again, it's not a me problem, it's a you problem. Stop telling adults what to do. This is my platform. I like to do it the way I want to do it. My husband also disagrees with me. And what do I tell him? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do it my way. You don't like my way? You don't have to. But I'm doing it my way because that's how I do it, and that's me. I'm not changing me for anybody, not even my fucking husband. You like me for what I show or don't. There's other creators out there that you might fit your fancy better. That's it. But I'm a cusser. I'm a crass talker. I'm nasty as fuck because my family was that way. I'm sarcastic. That is my number one language, is sarcasm. I'm an open book because that's how I cope with the stress of my fucking life. It helps me. Doesn't have to help you, but it helps me cope. I've always been that way. I've always been this silly. Never really had an accent until social media, but the accent came with my character of Spice. Sarcasm. Fluent. Very fluent. I had a high degree and I got a master's in sarcasm. Yeah, because that's how I cope with my fucking stressful life, right? Stressful life. Ed is stressed. Dan is stressed. Andrew fucking stressed with herpes sores all over his mouth. Bald head up here with blisters everywhere. Everybody is stressed. And I'm just trying to get through every day with some semblance of my sanity and laughter. I try to make fun of myself for y'all to laugh at. By the way, I got my estrogen cream not for my cooter, but for my eyes. Now, the pharmacia that I went to only had 1 vial of estrogen cream. You know what I mean? That's a hot seller. I don't think people are using it for their eyes, but they're using it for the cooter. So now, here's the thing with the estrogen cream. Estrogen cream has been around for the people who have lack of sex drive. It came with an inserter and everything. Like, you pop that puppy in like you have a yeast infection. You know, when you get a yeast infection, you fill the tube up and, pop it in. Well, this one too, but we ain't using it for the hair. No, we ain't. We're just going to dab it, little dibby dab on the eyes. Because I watched this one dermatologist, and she said, there are so many things. I did. But, hi, Brent. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you. I'm trying to like it. I hate this thing. I appreciate it, Brent. You know I'm always going to fuck. Well, I'm trying to like it, Brent. There. Yeah. So I ain't shoving it up the cooter. I'm using it for my eyes. So what she said, I managed our vitamin store. We couldn't keep the progesterone cream in stock. It flew out. I didn't even know. Is that for the cooter or for the eyes? So one of the dermatologists I follow on TikTok, she said there's like 4 simple things that women need. Oh, that's it. Leaks, if you're here, you have spent too much money. Vitamin C, a good retinol, moisturizer and sunscreen. Oh wait, hold on, retinol. I don't think she put retinol in there. Never mind, take the retinol out. Sunscreen, vitamin C, moisturizer, and estrogen cream for the eyes. That's right, I said it right here. What does it do for your cooter, you ask? Well, it brings blood flow to the area to provide a feeling of needing sex, where you want it more. So it's the same thing. It's probably the same effect for the eyes. It brings more blood flow, which plumps them up. Last night I felt my eyes plumping. They were plump. It doesn't look like a vagina yet, but it might. So we'll see. We'll see what it does for me. And if it doesn't work for the eyes, maybe I'll use it for my cooter just for fun. And then I claimed it worked. Yeah, the hemorrhoid cream, because it does the same thing. So anywho, we'll keep you posted on that. I should have bought more. I almost bought 2. I would have brought 2 tubes home just in case. It's hard to get the estrogen cream. Because menopause need it. They just inject it, and it's supposed to make you horny. Oh God, he's coming. No, I didn't tell him about it. So it was funny when you come into the States, right, from Arizona. He's like, "What have you brought back from Mexico?" And Dan's like, "Well, a Milky Way and an M&Ms." And I said, "Well, because there was estrogen cream in my bag," and I said, "Well, I bought some estrogen cream."
I didn't hear that.
I did. Well, because what if he checked my
I
bag?
thought they were gonna flag me anyway. I got flagged for the other review.
Yes, Tammy, when you go to
bond
Mexico, you could buy Z-Pack, you could buy penicillin, you can buy blue pills, you can buy everything imaginable in that pharmacia. You can buy whatever you want.
What are blue pills?
Pee-pee pills.
I mean, why would you even say that?
Because you can buy them.
Right, but do we need them?
You don't need them.
When you say you can buy blue pills, that's meaning.
I'm just
You're
telling
embarrassing
everybody.
me.
Oh, Jesus.
I've never taken a blue pill.
Yes, you have.
I did, but I didn't need it.
He did it for fun, and then it wasn't fun
This is
for
10
me.
years ago.
It wasn't fun for me. I don't know.
It's true. You don't know if you can trust their pills. In group. Is that what happened?
And Andrew brought back herpes.
What? That's not funny.
He did.
You have to check that through customs.
He sucked a...
And Danielle, don't even. Not funny. We flew American.
But he
My toe's fine.
He seriously has herpes though in his mouth. He got him from the sun.
Right, but he didn't hook up, so he didn't get.
Last
it's not
night,
STH.
last night I said, "Did you suck a dirty puss?"
It's not STH. The toe's actually fine. It just looked bad.
What's STH?
I didn't even touch the fern. I complied with law. I said I'm gonna. It's a different trip for me. Very different. It was a better in many ways. It was better, but it was not
Scottish laugh.
like a
That's funny.
super happy hedonistic trip. But it was good.
Quiet, yeah.
I thought it was quite good. And STP, sexually dependent person.
Well, I don't know what you said.
What?
What word you said?
STH, sexually transmitted herpes, versus like you eat an orange and you get like a.
He was just worried last night. I made him suffer for a little bit because he's like, "Will that get on my dick?" And I said, "Well, can you suck your dick?"
I'm glad I'm not privy to those conversations. And
Dan's uncomfortable. He's out. How do you get rid of Dan? You talk crass.
No, it's not. I mean, I don't mind those conversations. They're just not. No, I just can't do it in front of 500 people. I can do it in front of 2 close people or close friends. But
Well, technically combined, it's almost 1,000.
well, that's a lot of people to have raunchy, gross conversations. I can do it. They don't bother me, but it's not couth to do that.
I'm not couth. I just had that
I know,
conversation.
I know. I'm couth.
Okay,
you're
bye.
uncouth.
Guy Switzerland, go in and just uncouth by yourself.
Fucking Switzerland. I'm gonna do a Hannah compilation. I was looking through some of the videos, and I got more Hannahs.
Again, A.M. Teray. If you don't like what I have to say, you may leave the premises. I am different than Dan. I am not Dan. I do me. I don't look for the people. You either like it or you don't. It's easy. You leave or you stay. It's your choice. But you don't have to agree with fucking Dan. You can agree in your head, but don't leave it on here that you agree with him. Because I don't give a fuck and you're going to piss me off. But not in a bad way. You're not going to piss me off. Like, I'm not going to think about what you've said all day. I'm just saying, it is what it is. Anywho, all right. I should probably do something other than this. I'm not, just in case you don't know the difference, I'm not Dan Salinger. I may be his wife and connected to him, but we are 2 completely different personalities. Dan is a people pleaser. I am not. I'm not. I don't please any of you. And I'm not looking to please all of you. I please many of you, and that's okay. And thank you for the ones I please, because it makes my job easier. Dick, herpes, poop, you know what I mean? Should we use for our face? It's just an estrogen cream for the cooter. Whatever you put on your cooter, that's what you put on your eyes. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. I please myself. I sure do. And if I make myself laugh, which I do quite often, sometimes when I leave the lives, I'm laughing at myself for being so me. And I'm like, oh, God, 2 years ago, I never thought I would have done that shit. But here I am doing it and slaying it every fucking day. There you have it. I really need to lay on someone's couch a few times a week. My husband would love me laying down on his couch, let me tell you. And I know that's not what you mean, but I'm just trying to spice you with your fucking ignorant fucking comments. A.M. Don't be jerk. Stay here because you like it, or get out, or my mods can help you out if my mods are still here. And if they're not here, I can help you out. You know what I mean? Never mind. I hid you myself because I don't need any negativity. You know what I mean? I don't need any negativity. Yeah, I'm gonna take them. Oh shit. Can you report Am? Can I get back in there? Let me report him for being a bully. Report. Just because you're being a bully, you get reported too. Okay. Anyhow, I did it. There's a difference. You can have fun and you can be a troll. But if you are disrespectful and being an asshat, you're going to be removed. Right? I'm not going to subject myself to aggressive people. and I shouldn't ever have to. I don't do it enough, but I have limits and I have boundaries and what I expect and what I will allow. But when you cross certain ones, you're gone. I don't give a shit. Oh, hi Aunt Lala, thank you. I reported him. I went back. Anyhow, so yes, the vacation is nice. You are very, very aggressive, so nail it. Coming from the person who said I'm very aggressive. What does that make you, user? What does that make you? Totally ironic, don't you think? We have enough. We have enough assets. Yeah, I know my workout's still going. I'm working out. Anyhow, I hate trolls too. They can suck my big donkey dick. It's Renee. It's gonna be nice, but it's really windy today, so my allergies are already going crazy. Jesus Christ loves me. Oh, Samantha, thank the Lord you just came in and told me that. I was feeling unloved until you told me Jesus is here for me. Thank you so much. Anyhow, all right. Now that I know I am loved from Jesus Christ, I am leaving because I feel so much better. I was struggling today, but Samantha, I thought you were subbing. Hi, Trevor. Jesus Christ, Samantha just told me Jesus Christ loved me. So with that, I'm going to leave because I feel so content now. So y'all just remember Jesus is there for you too. And I can't. Anywho, I'm going to leave though because I got shit to do and I'm just stalling because I don't want to start any of my shit. Oh, Shell Spring, she's not aggressive. She's passive aggressive. No, honey, that's you. Shell Spring, what you don't realize is I'm not aggressive, nor am I passive aggressive. Can I be passive aggressive? Yes, but you're the one being passive aggressive, Shell Spring. How do you not see that? How do they not see that? How do they not see that? That's what I'm talking about. Get rid of this Pam person on TikTok that says bipolar. Pam, on here, we don't make fun of mental illness. So you are gone just for being an idiot. Can you block? Actually, I'll just block. Because I don't play with people using mental illness as some sort of like threat or stone being cast. Mental illness is real. We don't joke about that, nor do we accuse people of being that. Because people do suffer from that, and I don't play that game. That is completely something I don't play. No, I just got him. Rita's there too. So anybody, yes, who comes in and says anything having to do with mental illness, we're blocking immediately. Moderators, I have no tolerance for anybody casting stones with mental illness. That's something we don't suffer. We don't play with. We have way too many people suffering with that. I have no tolerance for that, and I've said that from the beginning. So I apologize. That's something I take very seriously. And people come on here and they use that as some sort of attack. And it just, I don't do it. That's my hard no. Hard no. So, hi GSR, we miss you. Yeah, I block them. Good for you, Melissa. We all have it. And that's the thing, is that people don't realize, I would say everybody on this planet has a form of mental illness. Whether or not you want to agree with me or not, we all suffer in some way. We all suffer from some way. And it's one of those things that makes my skin crawl, is when people on here come on and bash people. And just they're using it as an attack. And I think it's so... Talk about uncouth. I'd rather sit and talk about penises and vaginas all day than have somebody come on and say whatever they want to say. So for those of you who are suffering, for those of you who have it worse than others, I got your back because I don't fuck with that. So I also have issues. I have anxiety right? I have panic attacks. I have those things. I have a tad of OCD. I'm not the extreme, but I do. And I think it's, my dad had bipolar. My dad was fucking bipolar. He shot himself. I don't play well with that shit. I don't play well with that shit. Yep. So support, big mental illness support team right here. I've got your back, and I will not allow people to use that as an attack. So anyhow, I'm going to leave on that because it's just the more people that come in, it just starts getting ugly. Plus, I got to fucking do shit. You know what I mean? I'm procrastinating. I'm procrastinating. Is this still my week? Can I still just finish it up like kind of half-assed this week? I think I am, because I think I'm going to allow myself this week of adjusting from vacation. Anyhow, I don't know if we're going to be on. I have PTSD too, Teresa. So I got it all. I got everything. Yes, I have to go knock down my wisteria today because 5 days without touching it, it's like crawling up. So there's a couple things I got to do. But it depends on how my allergies can handle. As far as tonight, I'm not sure. The birds keep coming in to get the cat food and they keep leaving. As of tonight, I don't know if we're going to do a live. It just depends on depends on Dan, and depends on how we feel later in the day. I feel fine so far, but you just never know. So hang tight. Just if we are on, we're on. If we're not, just understand we'll probably need a couple days just to kind of acclimate back, and Grandpa, and just getting our life back together. I have a lot of shit to get accomplished today, a lot of paperwork and stuff like that. But anyhow, love you guys. I will see you tomorrow morning for sure. Remember, you are important, you are worthy, and you matter, and your feelings are just that, yours. Don't let people try to take away your feelings and your thoughts and your emotions. They are true to you, and that's okay. It's just the problem sometimes is we overreact, or we react to them, and sometimes we just need a deep breath. We also need to work hard at let your shine, let your shine sparkle, and stop letting people control your sparkle. You guys enjoy the day. Try to spread kindness. Do something nice for somebody today. It really helps with the mental illness. I'm telling you, I always feel happier when I help people. When I get off on here, I get a boost of serotonin. It just makes me feel good because I know I've touched somebody or many people in the day. So you guys keep on shining. I love you. I will see you in the morning for sure. Love you.